Hey everyone, welcome to stream. Once again, as I'm sure you've noticed, I am off camera because apparently my brain has decided that it's a good idea to get only like 5 hours of sleep before I'm streaming. So, yeah. Today we're gonna be playing Wicked Willow, which is basically, as far as I understand it, an indie game where you play as witch and gay shit happens. Sapphic shit happens. So that was enough to pique my interest. All you had to say was witches and Saphics, and I'm there. Like, the only way you could have made it better was vampires, but alas, we take what we can get. I think that's it. Let's just get into the game. Hang on, before I do that.
All things truly wicked start from innocence. Which author wrote those lines? Anyone? Anyone? Alright, I guess I'll just call on someone randomly.
Don't do that. I fucking hate it when teachers do that.
Don't you fucking dare.
Willow, how about you?
Where's a good fire alarm when you need one? Or an air raid drill?
Ernest Hemingway?
I was hoping to hear from someone who hadn't spoken up in a while. But yes, that is correct. You see, Hemingway was making the point that...
Thanks, Avery. I owe you one. Why do I even bother to show up to this class anyway?
You've seen the Axeman killings on the news recently, right? So here's the type of question Hemingway was trying to provoke. Are men like the Axemen born wicked, or are they corrupted?
Is the screen black on your side? No. Is the screen black? Oh my god, why is the screen black? Okay, hang on. There we go. Also, it's not filling out the full frame, but I don't know what to do about that. I can't adjust it like an OBS. God, this is just causing me way too much grief. Okay. I'd also like to point out, let me see, do I want to get into an abolitionist rant this early on in this stream when I am kind of tired? Sure, why not? I'll do a mini one. The question, like, are men who murder, essentially, like, serial killers, are they born wicked, i.e. born evil, or are they corrupted, is kind of stupid, because, like, most philosophy, it removes politics from questions about morality and life and shit like that, and like, you can't do that because we live in a society. Like, if you want to talk about why these things happen, why serial killers kill, it's often like a result of a bunch of different like societal factors, especially like misogyny. Like, most of the time, like, serial killers kill people that they know they can get away with killing because the police aren't going to give a shit. Like, marginalized people, particularly like sex workers, for example, or First Nations women, like, and all of that isn't just like, it doesn't exist in a vacuum. Like, it doesn't come out of nowhere. And this idea that people are naturally evil, or like people are evil because evil is something you can be in your soul, and it has nothing to do with like societal and political circumstances, and like the shit like, you know, capitalism, societal patriarchy, societal misogyny, and like imperialism, shit like that, like bigotry, like who society teaches you to hate and look down on, and what society subtly teaches men in particular to think of women. Like, all of that stuff factors into it. Not to mention, like, societal ableism and, like, having no real, like, I would argue, like, decent framework for addressing, like, mental distress that isn't, like, highly medicalized, biased, and expensive. So yeah, there's that.
We're all born bad, thanks to original sin, that is.
Oh my god. Okay, her outfit is kind of a sleigh, not gonna lie. Like, I love the pink. It's giving aesthetic. I kind of love it.
But fortunately, through the atonement of our Lord and Savior...
Oh lord.
Ugh, I can't bear to listen to another one of Lydia's freaking sermons. I'd rather just look out the window and stare into space than look at her smug little grin. Is that a kitty outside? Aww, so cute!
Literally the same brain cell.
Where's that cat?
That... what now?
That was kind of a awkward transition, but okay.
You didn't see him? But he was so
cutesy?
Fuck no. I'm not a little kid.
You don't have to be a little kid to find cats cute.
He was an interesting kitty.
Unlike you, I was paying attention in class.
Why bother? Oh, why is the X-Men evil? Was it Satan? Was it bad choices?
Well, what do you think?
None of that. I mean, our society wants everyone to be a perfect little cog in the big machine, right? No wonder some people snap. Hell, the surprising thing is that more people don't.
Hey, she's not wrong. Like, I wouldn't exactly phrase it like that, but she's kind of onto something.
That's a pretty salient observation. Why not bring that up and...
What's the point?
Well... That's kind of a broad question.
If that kitty's not here, I guess he went into the forest. I'll have to go after him.
Go on in there. You must have a death wish. Is that it?
What the fuck do you know about death wishes? It's a walk in the woods. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I mean, there is, as they mentioned, a serial killer on the loose. Also, every time you say, what's the worst that can happen, you tempt fate by jinxing it. You know that, right?
I know the Axeman dumped a few of his victims there. Isn't that right? He could be anywhere.
These woods are huge. Even if he's out there right now, the odds of me bumping into him are...
But why take the risk?
What do you two want me to do then? Just live my whole life feeling afraid?
Okay. That's kind of... What's the word? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but, like... You know when you try and, like, tell people, like, hey, like, let's take some basic safety, like, concerns into consideration? Like, you know, wear a seatbelt, don't smoke, wear a mask, for example, and then they, like, come back with shit like, oh, like, you can't just spend your entire life being afraid of dying, or, like, what... blah blah blah, and it's like that's not the point. The point is, like, it's just like one, like, little small thing. Anyways, like, why would you not want to, like, try and do things to actively, like, make yourself safer and prolong your life? And it's not, like, being paranoid or, like, actively going out of your way to, like, prevent you from, like, living your life. It's just, like, anyways. Whatever.
Not take any chances, because I might drop dead at any moment? How the fuck am I supposed to get out of bed in the morning when a meteor could crash into my front door?
Okay, well... The meteor thing is highly, like, less likely than you actually running into the actual confirmed serial killer who's actually confirmed to have been in these woods. So I feel like that's a false equivalency, but God, like, if she's a teenager, I would say this is kind of accurate.
How am I supposed to cross the street when...
Well, if that's how you feel about it, then there's nothing I can say, eh?
Willow, do you want to talk about...
No.
Now the game is a bit loud, mainly the dialogue. Okay, I can turn it down a bit. Give me a minute. Is that better? Well, I guess you need to hear the dialogue again before you can know, but...
I just thought, if you don't feel comfortable talking to me, there are people who you could,
I don't want to think about it, and I don't want to talk about it. Okay?
Ah, shit. I accidentally clicked on the settings app. God, give me a minute.
But, Willow, you can't just be numb all the time.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, okay. I get it. I'm happy to help anytime, Willow. You did seem a little more distracted than usual today. Actually, you still seem distracted.
I wasn't distracted. I was totally focused on looking out the window.
Well, okay then.
How could you have missed that cat?
Why is he so interesting to you again?
Because he looks just like the kitty I used to have as a kid. But I'd rather not go there. Can't I just be a person who likes cute cats?
I thought you said liking the cat for being cute made you a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Oh, there he is! Come here, you! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Where is the little guy? What's that sound?
I told you not to come here. I said the Axeman could be anywhere, didn't I?
Oh boy.
Why didn't you listen?
Whoops. Well, he's dead now.
Nice one. Very nice.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello, hello.
Oh my god, the cat is British.
You can talk?
And you can crush people to death with trees.
I didn't do that.
You sure did, mate.
Hey, where are you going?
So the tree just fell? Just at the right moment?
I don't have a fucking clue what happened back there.
I just can't believe it. Willow, the groundskeeper, was the Axeman. I was standing right next to him.
Talk about irony, right? I mean, I survived an encounter with a fucking serial killer while my... Never mind. I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no worries, Willow. I get it. All this because you were chasing that cat?
I never want to see that cat again as long as I live.
You mean that cat over there?
Yeah, that's the crazy cat.
Meow.
What was so crazy about him again?
How am I going to explain this to him without sounding like a total nutcase?
When the cat came in. Yeah, just like slides in.
Fuck. How do I know I'm not a total nutcase? I mean,
So far, the best
it was
thing about this
pretty
game is that there's a
traumatic.
cat.
Maybe I was just hallucinating or something. Nothing.
Willow, there is clearly something bothering you. Nobody would think less of you if you wanted to take some time, maybe see...
Hey, it's not a big deal, okay? I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this game takes place in the 90s. So there's also that. Not that there's any really, like, context clues to tell you that, beyond the fact that they don't have cell phones.
If you say so, Willow, just know that I care about... Yeah, you get it.
Oh, I thought that little know-it-all would never leave us alone.
Hello? Who's there?
Girl, we know the cat can talk at this point. Like, come on, catch up.
Who do you think, numbskull?
The cat!
To be fair, like,
really
I would probably
can't
be
talk.
pretty fucking shocked if a cat started speaking to me.
We're doing this again. How much have I got to say before you believe your own ears?
Avery! Avery! Come back!
What do you need him for? He ain't got the gift.
What is it, Willow?
I've got to make sure I'm not tripping.
Tripping? What do you mean? You're not using again, are you?
No. At least, I sure hope not. I swear, just now. Say something, kitty.
Meow.
Meow. Super convincing.
Can you imagine if I just sat there and said nothing? I bet I could really get you to believe you were losing your marbles.
Little asshole kitty.
Nah, I won't mess with you that bad.
That voice! Did you hear it?
Hear what?
Oh shit! I really am nuts!
No, you're not.
No, Willow, you're not nuts. It's normal after a stressful situation to hear whatever it is you heard. Are you sure that...
It was just a joke. I'm fine. What am I supposed to say? I'm seeing things, hearing voices? They'll lock me up and throw away the key.
Yeah, fair. Psychiatry.
Let me walk you home.
No! I mean, I just need some alone time, okay?
Well, if you change your mind...
Okay, what the hell is going on?
That cat sounds a little bit like Butcher in The Boys. Oh, yeah, same accent, I think. It might be more like Australian than British. I'm sorry. They all kind of sound the same to me as an uncultured person who does not live in the UK or Australia or anywhere near there.
You've got a gift, my friend.
You called that an explanation?
You've got a lot of questions. I know a place where you can find the answers.
The nut house? Yeah, right. I think my best bet is just to pretend I can't hear you.
Don't believe me? That's fine. Let's go get a newspaper.
Is there a headline that reads Talking Cat Invented? Or something?
Nope. I'm not on the front page, love. You are.
Already? Didn't that just happen? How is it already in the news? Or, I don't know. I'm having a hard time with, the pacing and the timeline of this game. But I guess time has passed. Because I guess it's kind of hard for them to show that time has passed. Because it's, limited settings and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like they could have done a better job with that. But whatever, it's fine. Am I gonna read this? Sure, why not? Axemen finally felled. We're safe again. The serial killer known popularly as the Axeman has died. Earlier this afternoon, by a fortuitous accident, a tree toppled onto and crushed the notorious murderer. This reporter hopes the Axeman was able to appreciate the ironic nature of his manner of death before he succumbed to his injuries. Local resident Willow, etc., etc. ORW Corp buys local bank. ORW Corporation has announced it is purchasing the Hayward Bank, a local institution since 1929. The move follows a series of other mergers and acquisitions by ORW over the past few months as the multinational group expands its holdings in the retail banking sector. Okay.
And you think I somehow caused that tree to fall on him at just the right moment?
Now you're getting it. Let's go and see Tanya. She'll fill you in with the rest of the details.
Who's Tanya?
Oh, I think she's the hot witch.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. I can't go along with any more of this insanity. I'm just going to go get a soy latte.
A soy latte? The 90s.
Is that right?
Yes! What would you rather I do? Go back to the clinic? Tell them I'm hearing voices in my head?
You want to go to the coffee shop? Fine with me. Mind if I tag along, love?
I can't exactly stop you, can I? I don't see any trees around here to topple on you.
Here we are.
The cat's
exactly
so damn
where I thought
cute.
we'd be.
Like, oh god. I just love cats so much. A soy latte, no, that's insanity. Literally, yeah.
Yeah, duh.
We really do have the gift.
Like, sure, maybe they were drinking them in the 90s. I don't know, I wasn't there, but I thought that, like, the whole, vegan, like, drinking, like, cow's milk, coffee-related products and shit, like, craze sort of came about, like, more recently.
What gift?
I keep telling you, you got to go see Tanya.
What are you? Her little errand boy?
Errand boy. Yeah, I wish. Be a big upgrade from errand cat, wouldn't you say?
No, really. What's it to you if I see her or not?
She promised to help me with, something. If I bring you.
Help you with something? That seems a little vague.
Let me guess, turn you back into a person, because you're not actually supposed to be a cat. I think it's better if you just stay as a cat, actually.
What? Do I have to tell you every little thing?
Because cats are cute, and men are not.
Every little thing? You've basically told me squat.
Oh, look at the Angie kitty, look at those little fangs. Oh, God.
Oh, let me guess. You were once a scoundrel of a man. Tanya turned you into a cat. And she'll turn you back into a human if you help her with enough favors and learn some moral lesson.
Hey, I was right, basically. It's like Beauty and the Beast, but cat edition.
Whoa! Tanya said you'd be powerful, but she didn't tell me you could read minds.
That was a fucking joke. That was just a mashup of every dumb fairy tale cliche.
You're really in a good mood today, aren't you?
Yeah, something tells me she's kind of always like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is nearly getting murdered supposed to put me in a good mood? I've already told you I don't want any part of this. I just want to move on with my life. Tell Tanya I'm busy today, okay?
You can tell her yourself. You're only a few feet away from her door. It's right over there. You see?
The supply closet.
Just walk inside.
Okay.
Hey, you want me to go away? This is your only option.
You mean, if I do this, you promise to leave me alone? You'll let me get back to my life?
Course.
Fine. Whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's real! Either that or I really am.
Oh my god, look at her. Look at her. Oh my god. I am looking respectfully.
No. Not gonna go there. It's real. I don't know how, but it's real, damn it.
Willow, it is good to see you.
Do I know you?
Did you bring the paper?
Yeah, here it is. Don't get me wrong, this is like the coolest shop ever. But how can this place be like...
Shh.
Oh.
The way she's just instantly, like, experiencing gay feelings. Fucking same. Is that love at first sight? What's that heart? To me, it looks like green, yellow, and purple. Oh, it's supposed to be a rainbow? Well, that's not how a rainbow works, but okay.
Good job, darling.
Thanks. I guess?
Oh, God.
For what?
Willow, you know what you did.
But, I didn't. The tree just fell on its own.
Oh, young one. You're here, aren't you? What more proof do you need that you have the gift?
You people keep saying that. What kind of gift?
Unlike others who can only sit and daydream, you can manifest your imagination.
If I had that power, I would the world would literally be so fucked. Like, the way that my brain works, the way some of the weird shit that comes into my head, like, if everything that was, like, in my head could become reality, oh god, we'd be in trouble. We'd be in so much trouble.
You can literally bring your thoughts to life. That's how you made the tree fall.
I made the tree fall by thinking? That doesn't even make any sense.
Why not?
Because, well, what about science and stuff? The laws of physics?
A common fallacy. The laws of physics are descriptive, not prescriptive. Science and supernatural are not mutually exclusive.
Nice. Yeah, that's something that shows up in a lot of like supernatural media or stuff that deals with magic. Like, magic is just science that we don't understand yet, and science and magic are not mutually exclusive. They work together with each other.
I sure as hell hope she explains that one.
To put it in layman's terms, yes, magic is real.
No shit. This is way too good to be true.
Those with this gift have always existed. There have been many names. The one I assume you are most familiar with is... which?
Hold up. Witches. Witches as in fairy tales?
It's funny how, like, whenever I experience stuff like this, like watch or play stuff like this with the main character who's just like, wait, this can't be real, like, all of this stuff is bullshit, like, stuff like this doesn't exist, and, like, goes through this, like, massive denial phase first, like any, like, rational, normal, adult, or almost adult type person would. I'm always like so irritated, like, come on, get with the program. Yes, magic is real. Come on, let's like fucking pick up the pace and get over your denial and like move on to the good stuff, when like realistically, if like I was in this situation, I would be reacting the exact same way, because I think most people would. But being on like being on the outside, it's like, can we not just like skip past the bullshit, please?
Trust me, Willow. Being one is no fairy tale.
Are we like good witches, or are we...
If they call me wicked for following my heart, then so be it. We have a duty to use our power as we see fit.
Power? What powers do I have?
Aside from finding my shop and hearing shadows speak, today you killed the man.
But
I know. You didn't mean to. It was a reflex. But, Willow, if you could do that without even thinking, just imagine what you're capable of if you learn to harness that power consciously. and I'll be there to show you the path to your greatness.
I like to walk my own path. Thanks.
Typical. She's like, I'm a rebel. I don't follow orders.
So guidance is of no value to you?
Why do you want to help me? What do you get out of it?
Why shouldn't I desire a disciple?
I mean, you could. It's just... seems like there's gotta be more to it than that.
She wants to be gay and do gay things with you. I don't know. That's my prediction, or partly my hope.
There is indeed.
Oh, let me guess. All mysteries will be revealed at a later time.
In a literal sense, that is true. However, it would be more accurate to say that all mysteries will be revealed through trial and error.
Sure, whatever. So, how do these powers even work?
It is difficult to explain, as well as quite time-consuming. Join me for a cup of tea, won't you?
Okay.
Man, this tea is hella nasty.
Hella, oh god. The like... The way that always gets me in the feels every time I hear hella, even like in a totally different context. Like, my baby angel girl, I miss her so much. Ugh, I am so damn excited. Okay, we put this off long enough. But now it's time for me to ramble about Life is Strange. I am so damn excited for Double Exposure. I, like an idiot, when I first saw the trailer, for some reason, I mistook October 29th and I thought it was 2029, so I thought the game was coming out in 2029, which wouldn't make any sense, because they wouldn't be releasing a trailer, like, that early. But yeah, it's gonna come out in, like, only a few months. And I'm really excited. Like, I don't think Chloe's actually going to show up in person. At most, she'll probably just be, like, texts and, like, maybe phone calls and stuff. But still, like, any mention of her is going to have me, like, screaming. Because Deck 9 knows how to get to me. I'm so damn excited.
A witch's power comes from manifesting her desires. Although the manifestation can express itself differently in different witches. Try imagining something you want. I can tell you didn't like my tea.
Hey, have you had that stuff? It's freaking foul.
Rude much? God.
And transmute it into anything you desire.
You mean like a Coke or something? Go tea! Turn into soda! Nothing's happening.
Magic cannot and should not be used on a whim, Willow.
I mean, you told me to, but I guess that was a test.
Try imagining something you really want.
Try this, Willow. Wow. Fucking wow. This says...
A blue Hawaiian.
I did that?
Nice.
I can do anything?
No, Willow. Not anything. Taste it.
This tastes fucking gross. That's worse than the tea.
There's always a price to be paid when you use magic, Willow. The more powerful the magic, the greater the cost.
Well, that's fucking useless.
Therefore, you must take care not to use your powers for trivial matters.
Okay, yeah, fine. So no someday blue Hawaiians.
Only in dire circumstances, and only for a higher purpose.
Higher purpose? No such thing. I don't believe in that crap. I'm an atheist.
You're wearing a cross, but I guess it's probably like a fashion statement, because some people do that. Or did that, especially I think in like the early 2000s.
Religion is just a crutch for people who can't handle pain.
Oh, fuck you, Willow. Seriously, like, I know she's got her whole, like, oh my god, I'm so, like, edgy and, like, tortured or whatever, and, like, I'm, like, you know, like, I'm, like, a fucking, like, realist, and I'm not, like, living in some, like, fantasy world. Religion is just a crutch for people who can't handle pain, like, fuck off.
And have you had much pain in your life, Willow?
That seems like a personal question.
Indeed.
I'd rather not talk about it.
If you say so, Willow. Come back tomorrow. We're done for the day.
So, what do you think of Tanya?
To be honest, kinda lame.
Oh, please don't lie. You were, like, starstruck and occasionally stammering when you first, like, saw her. You were boobnatized. Boobnatized. Where the fuck did that come from? You were hypnotized by her boobs.
Higher purpose?
Willow's in that phase where teenagers think they know everything. Yeah.
Don't use my power for trivial matters?
And that's bad advice?
What right does she have to tell me what to do?
That's a word
if
now.
I say
Yeah,
let's take a swim in Blue Hawaiian, then that's what's gonna happen! Well, that's not what I meant.
Oh, God.
Shadow, where'd you go?
I think the cat's in the Blue Hawaiian because you made that happen.
Shadow! Shadow! Wait. What's that there in the glass? Oh, God! No, no, no! I didn't mean it! He's dead? Because of me? Give me a second chance. Please. Please. What? I'm back in the shop?
Well, that was easy.
Did I turn back time or something?
Or something. It was the tea. A special mixture. I wanted to give you a taste of what magic is like.
Wait a minute. You knew what happened?
It was a dream. Hallucination, if you prefer. I had to find a way to reach you.
You had me hallucinate killing Shadow just to teach me a lesson?
You are not receptive to mentorship.
Yeah, no
Mildly.
shit.
This was the only way.
But why'd you think of a scenario so sick and twisted?
I didn't. It wasn't my idea.
Then whose was it?
Whose do you think, dumbass?
When the time is right, you will know who.
Don't give me that. Yes, you can say. You just don't want to.
The deception was not born of a capricious whim, Willow. I did it for your own good. Would you rather have had that little scenario play out in real life?
Of course not.
I merely wanted to instruct you that magic is not free, Willow. The scales of karma must always be balanced. The larger the effect, the heavier the scales might be tilted.
What about what happened in the forest? Didn't seem like there was a price for using my powers then.
Well, the man is dead.
There was. The Axeman.
Yeah, exactly.
Killing an evil serial killer? Didn't he deserve to die?
That's really not your decision to make. You're not judge, jury, and executioner.
Did he, Willow? I mean, our society wants everyone to be a perfect little cog in the big machine, right? No wonder some people snap. Hell, the surprising thing is that more people don't.
Yeah.
Spying on me? You got a crystal ball or something?
I have my way of knowing things.
So, I should just never use magic ever?
The only price heavier than power is that of inaction. If you fail to use your powers, then a situation calls for them.
So, I'm damned if I do, Damned if I don't.
But, of course, Willow.
A no-win situation. That's just fucking great.
Not quite. But it will be a challenge. According to this paper you brought me, this bank was bought by O or W Corp. I need to know more.
Is there going to be like a fuck capitalism subplot? Because that might actually be kind of cool.
Sorry, but corporate finance is not exactly my strong suit.
ORW doesn't do things without reason, or without malice. They could be conspiring to violate mortgage finance laws.
Oh, it's going to be like this particular bank is evil because they're doing uniquely evil things. All right, it's like the
newsflash,
one bad
I'm not an
apple
auditor.
theory.
I missed the part where this is my problem.
It's not your problem, it's your opportunity.
Opportunity for what?
Just imagine those bankers sitting in their corporate boardroom, drinking champagne, celebrating the fact that everyone was too stupid to catch them in the act. Will you let them be right? Willow, now is your chance to show these capitalist scum, as you once put it, what you are capable of.
Fair enough.
Ugh, screw those greedy banksters. If they're so bad, let's just burn it to the ground.
Hell yeah, girl. Revolution.
I admire your enthusiasm. But you can't let it get the best of you.
Why not? Let's burn down some banks.
All I want is information. Why they were of interest to ORW, what is their plan?
Hang on, I'm readjusting myself in my seat. Gotta get comfy. Okay.
Do you understand?
Wait a minute. I think I do understand. I know exactly what she's trying to do here. I knew there was something more to it.
More to what?
You wanting to have a disciple. Your real goal is to have me do all this Robin Hood shit, isn't it?
I suppose that is one perspective on it.
Here's what I don't get, though. If you want me to play Robin Hood, why'd you call us wicked witches? Isn't Robin Hood the good guy?
Matter of perspective.
You know, Robin Hood was the good guy because his side won. If Prince John emerged victorious, Robin Hood would have been depicted as a thug, a traitor, a terrorist.
That's fucking true. I like this woman. The history is told by the victors or whatever.
Everything is a matter of perspective. And that means no matter who we are or what we do, some will always see us as wicked.
Yeah, exactly. Because we live in a society. And the people in power are especially going to demonize people who are different.
Do you understand, Willow?
I guess so.
For your own sake, Willow. I cannot reveal the entire story to you just yet. I know I haven't given you much cause to trust me.
Yeah, understatement of the century.
Although I'm quite fond of your company, Willow. We cannot afford to wait around here forever. Time is of the essence.
Hey, I can wait as long as I want.
Oh my god, don't tell me what to do. I'm a rebel. No one gets to tell me what to do. Ugh.
Unless you've got the power to just straight up puppet me.
She probably does, actually.
But I'm guessing you can't do that, right? Because you already would have. What?
Shadow informed me, in a matter of speaking, that you would be reluctant. He said you had some kind of trauma that might cloud your judgment.
This woman said you are insufferable because you're traumatized. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, because it's true. She said you're being a dumbass. That's great.
He told you that? Well, I don't know how he found out, but it's none of his business. Or yours.
Tell me, darling. You'll feel much better when you get it off your chest.
I don't even want to talk to my best friend. You think I want to spill my guts to a total fucking stranger?
Precisely. If I was someone you cared about, you would never allow yourself to be vulnerable.
That's true, actually.
But since you don't know me, since you don't care about me, I am the perfect receptacle for your grief.
You never give up, do you?
Truer words were never spoken, Willow.
You want the story? Fine. When I was 13, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. The doctors said it was terminal. But my parents didn't quit. They went to the ends of the earth, looking into alternative treatments. You know, like all this hippie stuff you got in your store here.
You think this is all hippie stuff?
You literally know she's a witch, Willow.
Never mind. Please, continue.
Even when things were bad, my mom and dad still scrimped and saved. I told them to enjoy the little time they had left. But Mom said she was sure she was gonna kick this thing. So they kept saving for that trip to Hawaii they'd always wanted to take. And guess what? Mom was right. The cancer went into remission. And after so many long, sad years, my poor parents finally saved up enough money to go to Hawaii for their 20th anniversary a few months ago.
Okay, bad. Don't go to Hawaii. That's bad. Tourism is like fucking destroying Hawaii. Don't do that.
And?
And what?
That is not the end of the story.
Well, how do you know? If you've already used your crystal ball, you don't need me to tell you the rest, right?
Even a woman without a crystal ball would be able to tell that you left out the end, Willow.
They were both killed by a drunk driver on the way to the airport.
Wow, it's like extremely bad luck. Imagining beating cancer just to die in a car crash.
Willow.
Shut up. I don't want your pity and I don't want your sympathy. People act like somehow they can make me feel better about it by being nice to me. And then they get all bent out of shape when it doesn't work. It's hella lame.
It's hella lame.
I understand.
No, you don't. How could you? The last time I talked about this, the person I was talking to thought I was suicidal. They made a call. I was stuck in a psych ward for 72 hours. After that, I decided I didn't want to talk about it anymore.
Funny how that's a theme in this game already. I wasn't expecting that. Psych being psych and terrible.
I thank you for placing your trust in me, Willow. Do you feel better?
Well, I don't see how I could feel any worse.
That is a start. May fortune favor you on your mission.
Thanks. Not just for saying that. Thanks for, you know...
You mean for the tea?
No, I mean, yeah, but...
You said it was terrible multiple times.
I meant for getting me to talk. It's been so long that...
No need to further explain, Willow. I understand.
Yeah. Good. Well, that was a fucking ordeal.
Hang on, I just want to look up more information about what I was talking about, because I don't remember everything off the top of my head. Okay, basically this short version is The number of tourists in Hawaii is overwhelming the local population and threatening the island's cultural heritage. Native Hawaiians were already displaced from their land during colonization, and now they're experiencing a housing crisis. When houses become available, they're bought by tourists instead of locals. There's also the issue of lack of access to clean water and the pollution and destruction of Hawaiian lands that tourism has been linked to. That's basically the general gist.
Yeah, Tanya sure is something. But speaking of ordeals, when are we knocking over that bank? We're gonna be cat burglars. Get it?
Yeah, real funny. I've had enough excitement for one day. How about tomorrow?
It's a date. I guess I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Well, I've got a few movies I wanted to catch. It's real easy to sneak into a theatre when you're a black cat, you know.
Fair enough.
Right. Lydia? What are you doing here? You're not brave enough to try going vegan, are you?
I wouldn't put it quite like that. But I must confess, this place isn't exactly my cup of tea. So I'm just here to post some flyers.
For what? God Club or something?
Oh, so you've heard of the original Righteous Word student group?
No. I was just kidding. That's really what you're putting up flyers for?
Okay, don't be judgmental.
I think you came to the wrong place.
What makes you say that? After we finish our prayer circle and Bible study, we're going to witness and distribute food to the homeless. That's something even a bleeding heart liberal like yourself should be interested in, right?
Lord. See, this is the thing about like religious, what am I saying? About like outreach like programs and activities that many religious communities engage in, like feeding the homeless and stuff. Like in theory that's good, but also like a lot of the time it's done as like as like a way to try and like recruit people essentially and get them to like come to your church or whatever. And it's also usually like done because like you think you're like supposed to, because not because you actually are trying to do the right thing, because you're trying to like essentially get in good with God, for lack of a better word.
I'd rather starve a free woman than be a slave with a full belly.
Well, that's kind of not your decision. Like, you aren't homeless starving on the streets, are you, bestie? So you can't really say what you would rather do in that situation.
Willow, I'm surprised at you. Why do you wear the symbol of our Lord and Savior if you're going to mock His word?
How many times do I have to explain this? I'm wearing it ironically. Don't you get it?
God, that's so funny. Oh my god, like, it's supposed to be ironic, God. Because I'm, like, so edgy. Like, I'm rejecting Christianity, but, like, I'm wearing, like, the symbol of Christianity as, like, a joke or whatever. Like,
Not really. But not to worry, Willow. I'll say some prayers on your behalf.
Please don't.
The only way to stop me is to come to the meeting and say your prayers yourself.
I'll see you in hell first.
God, she's so intense, and for what?
Oh, angry, are we? Did you know that's one of the 7 deadly sins?
I'm pretty sure it's not. Like, not that I'm super familiar with the Bible, but, like, I feel like that's not a thing. Why do I feel like that's not a thing? Because I swear I've never heard that before. Hang on, I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh, wrath is one of the 7 deadly sins, so technically not anger, but you could argue it's like part of anger. Yeah, pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. So technically not anger, but wrath, I guess, is kind of similar to anger. Okay, fine. Well, it's like an angry kitten, hiss, hiss, hiss at everything. Oh, hi, Anna. Welcome to stream. I think wrath is one. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I did. Isn't pride one of the others?
Well, I've got some more flyers to post. Until next time, Willow.
Damn, what a long-ass day.
See, she's like a bit self-righteous and annoying, but like Lydia, but like she hasn't actually done anything overtly wrong yet. Like she's just Christian. Like it's not that deep, and Willow acts like she's the worst human being to ever exist on this earth. Also, cultural appropriation. Don't be hanging dream catchers just because you think they look cool or whatever. Oh my god, like I swear, almost everywhere I go, in some like gift shop or whatever, there'll be like dream catchers that are like made from like pink or blue feathers or whatever, or like shaped in like hearts or stars or whatever. It's like so fucking stupid.
Well, nothing like home sweet.
You're back late.
Oh, it's the cat.
You! How'd you even know where I live?
I didn't, actually. All I had was this address. Didn't know I'd need an apartment number. So I took a little climb up the trees, checking out each room. Do you know how many people in this building change their clothes with the windows wide open?
Yeah, that's, yikes.
I gotta tell you, I got a much better show right here than I had at the theatre.
Don't be creepy.
Ugh. You're a little pervert.
I didn't pry their windows open, did I? I made myself happy. And if anybody saw me, they just thought I was a curious cat.
That's such a bullshit excuse. Like, oh, I didn't, like, open the window. I was just there. Like... No, actually, that's not how that works. Sorry.
Ugh, whatever. How'd you even know which room was mine?
That's like saying, oh, someone like left money right out like on the counter in front of me and like didn't supervise it, so what was I supposed to do? Not take it? Like, it wasn't like I actively went into someone's wallet and stole it. Like, that's not how that works, actually.
Are you serious? Who else's could this be? It looks like a hippie exploded in here.
It does, actually, yeah, and not in a good way.
I can't help being born in the wrong decade.
Lord almighty.
You think you were born in the wrong decade? Try being born in...
What?
All I'm saying is the 90s is a bloody golden age.
I mean, not really for many people. Like, the misogyny wasn't great. The homophobia was not great. I mean, we still have those things, but arguably they were a lot worse back then. Especially, like, the particular brand that was going on in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm pretty sure the 90s was when everyone was doing the, oh, I don't see color, I don't see race, we're all part of the one race, the human race bullshit. I'm not saying that, like, we've solved racism now, because obviously we haven't, but at least more people are, like, more aware of that stuff now.
If that's true, we're in for a wild ride in the future.
Speaking of wild rides in the future, are you ready for tomorrow?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Hey, Willow.
Yes?
Can't sleep, eh?
Not if you keep trying to talk to me.
Right. I'll try and keep things quiet.
Good.
I just wanted to say that...
Where does she live exactly? Like, her parents are dead, so, like, does she not have a guardian, or does, like, she live on her own?
I knew it wouldn't last long.
Oh, shut it for one lousy second, eh? I'm trying to say something nice here. I want to say thank you for adopting me as your pet and letting me live with you.
Wasn't actually her decision, but okay.
That didn't happen. I didn't say that.
I know sometimes it's hard for you to find the words. But either way, thanks. It really means a lot to me.
You can't just thank me for something that's not happening. Do you only hear what you want to hear?
What's that? I can stay with you rent-free? And you're going to give me fresh milk every day?
You are so lucky you look like a cute cat.
Oh, Willow, you're too kind. You really shouldn't.
You're right. I shouldn't. And I won't. The only milk in this place is soy milk.
You want me to die of thirst over here?
You shouldn't actually give cats milk. It's not good for them.
If it's the only way to get you to shut up.
How about you buy me whichever brand's the most expensive, as a compromise?
Whatever.
And real milk on my birthday?
You think we're gonna make it to your birthday?
Fine. Just let me sleep.
And Christmas? What else are we going to leave out for St. Nick? You think he's going to dunk them cookies in soy?
Sure he will. I think we've left soy milk out for Santa before.
Okay. Christmas too. Sleepy time now.
Sure. Night, Willow. Hey, Willow.
Oh my god, I'm
what
gonna kill
about
him.
Groundhog Day?
If you don't shut up and let me sleep, right now, I swear to God I'm using my magic to burn this apartment to the ground with both of us inside. Got it?
Got it.
Oh, I'm gonna get the little face.
We'll talk about Groundhog Day tomorrow.